Come on, bro. I get a license, all this piece of paper you signed, bro. Just cause you trying to get home fast, or you just trying to get to a hole, or you just doing a certain thing, bro.
All right, so Young Thug was getting emotional about his situation with Gunna, YSL Woody, the snitching allegations, and of course, everything that he went through while he was in the Rico case. Let's check this out. Like the video and subscribe, and we'll talk about the interview.
I'm a twin, bro. I don't got my friends, bro. I'm just fucked up, man. I'm fucked up, bro. The nigga who I be with every day, I don't got him no more, bro. I'm fucked up, bro. Damn. I'm fucked up, bro. I don't know what to do, bro. Like, and I ain't lose no nigga to a tragic or now. I lost a nigga to betrayal, bro. You signing that one piece of paper, signing your initials on this one piece of paper could get me a life sentence, my nigga. How you, like, what did, come on, bro. I get a life sentence, all this piece of paper you signed, bro. Just cause you trying to get home fast, or you just trying to get to a hole, or you just doing a certain thing, bro. And you already done betrayed a nigga before, bro. Damn. A piece of paper, nigga, you gonna let a piece of paper in all this shit? Nigga, we men, bro. We brothers, nigga. Ain't no nigga in the world making me go against Gunna. No nigga, bro. Damn. Nigga, what? Yeah, you been around me 10 years knowing you told on our other brother. You told on Duke. Bro, you told on Duke, bro. When them niggas was shooting at you, Lil Woody, I helped you hide. You ain't had nothing to do with nothing.
He said I helped you hide.
I gave you money to put your family and your baby mama and they mamas and sisters them in hotels and do this shit just to help you. I know you ain't had nothing to do with none of that shit. The police know you ain't had nothing to do with none of that shit.
But the niggas in the street didn't know though.
It don't matter. It's up. It's a war at this point. At this point, it's a war. Hide your kids, hide your wife, nigga, go to war. Cause you been standing on it. This whole beef started because of you. The whole shit started because of Lil Woody.
Damn.
Fuck, nigga, why? How the fuck you gonna tell, nigga? This shit started because of you.
Damn.
The whole case, bro. This shit because of you, my boy. The whole case because of Woody. Some sucker shit this nigga did to nut them. Some sucker shit. We just being real niggas and your brothers and standing behind you. Fuck that. You did some suck ass shit, but boy, these niggas better fuck with you.
Damn.
Now you got Shannon, Yak, me, Duke, and everybody else who got them on our side. You got all us going through shit because of your own action that you did on your own time. And you folded. You told. You did the worst. I'd rather you tell the ops where I live than tell the police. Nigga, we go to prison forever. Nigga, I'd rather die than go to prison. You better off telling the ops where I'm at, bro. What the fuck you mean move forward, man? You want me to could? Like, if he would have went to trial, the state, if his shit was getting used in trial, which it was, unless I got out the case, his plea agreement was gonna get used in trial. I know they saying like, oh, he ain't had to get.
I thought an Alfred plea don't mean that.
Yes, he had to get on. He ain't had to get on the stand. You know they pushing all those narratives. He ain't had to get on the stand. He wasn't gonna testify against nobody. Yes, he was. If you look at the end of his plea, that shit say this plea agreement could be presented in trial, and if any questions come up about this plea, however they wrote it, if anything come about this plea, you must come testify truthfully about what you said in this plea.
Nah.
Nigga, look, every one of they plea said that, except mine. Every plea said that except mine. In Lil 9. Every one of them niggas who took a plea in the beginning of their trial, plea said that. Duke plea said the same thing. Oh, you ain't got to get on the stand. Duke had to get on the stand. The week the case was over with, Duke was getting on the stand that week. The week all us went on and took our pleas at the end of the trial. Duke was getting on the stand that week. Duke was outside the courtroom, sitting on the bench, waiting to get called in to get on the stand.
So how Duke did what right then?
Because he didn't say YSL was a game. He only said, when y'all put Duke on the stand, Duke can't send nobody to prison. Duke plea only saying that a nigga told on him. Okay, I'm right. When nobody on that case but Duke and Yak. Yeah. Only thing Duke plea said was, this nigga Yak told on me, and I'm just agreeing to it. Because me personally, as a man, me knowing him, he's smarter than he looked. Gunna's a smart man. He let his silence make you think other things about him. He's a smart man. He's strategic. I taught him how to be. the thing about it is, when it come down to being real, the strategicness go away from me. When it come to being a man, like standing on man business, a man. I know how to be strategic, but I forget to be strategic when it come to that. I'm gonna say the truth. I'm gonna pour it out what it's supposed to be. Life to him is just all about being strategic. It ain't about nothing about being a real man or like coming to grips with what's going on or just like knowing like I did that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna always be some strategic shit behind it.
So like, it just came out the blue. You know, usually when niggas, if you the nigga you describing, you would have been saw that though. So you saying this just came out the blue with that case?
When you got out of jail, you didn't help Slime at all. When you got out of jail, you didn't help Slime at all. Savage sent money to Thug. Wham sent money to Thug. Pluto sent money to Thug. Cash sent money to Thug. Drake sent crazy bankroll to Thug. Gunna didn't send no bankroll to Thug. Gunna didn't pull up on Thug mama. Gunna didn't pull up on Thug family. Gunna didn't pull up on Dolly. Gunna didn't pull up on nobody that has nothing to do with Thug. So it's no way possible you think that Elle was serious when she said you got to get out so you can help Thug. Man, you ain't get out and do nothing to help me at all. You do an interview and say, I'm providing. How? What the fuck you providing it? What you talking about? Why you ain't put up on my mama gave them nothing? I'm so solid, right? That nigga signed to me right now. I'm so solid. I still ain't never took $1 from him right now, and he signed to me. Ever. I still ain't took $1. Like I still ain't collected none of my money that he owed me. Right now to this day. Never. Still. Ask him. Never. Man, that shit might be goddamn floating in the wind somewhere. I ain't even stunned looking for it. I feel like that's not godly. That's not a godly gift. I feel like the devil get gifts too. I feel like that ain't a God gift. That ain't a gift God want me to have. I don't want it. I don't want that shit. Fuck it. I'd rather die and then the lawyers figure that shit out. Oh, he made these little 3-4 million off of Gunna music. Get this shit to a kid. Fuck that. I ain't even, bro, I'm so fucked up about that shit, bro. I'm so much of a real nigga, I still can't even be no fuck nigga. I still can't even go, that ain't even been a fuck nigga. I can't even be a businessman with this nigga. After he did what he did. I still ain't never did nothing to
You really want to forgive them?
No, I don't. No, I don't, twin. I wish he did something lighter so I could forgive him. Fuck, I don't. Hell nah. But I done cried many nights about this shit. This shit ain't about no Wham, Pluto, Savage, man. Fuck every one of them when it come down to how I feel in real life. Not saying fuck them on no bullshit. When it come down to me making a man, cause I done raised these niggas to a certain extent. You think I care about what they feel? I can't. Hell no, I'm a man. No. What he did, I would never do. That piece of paper you signed could have sent me to prison for the rest of my life. With Gunna taking that plea, was it harmful to me? Yes, 100%.
How? You out?
Because God. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it was harmful. But the way my lawyer and the rest of the niggas that stayed a part of the case, the way our lawyers worded it, because you got to think, we going in the trial saying that YSL is not a game. Now you got Gunna and the rest of these 7 niggas take a plea and say YSL is a game, except Duke. Everybody else who took a plea said YSL is a game. Now my lawyer, now we having a meeting, all the lawyers having a round table meeting. Now all the lawyers saying YSL ain't no game. These are the points we gonna hit. This is what we gonna do. YSL not a game. This is what we going to. All lawyers are aligned, 100%. All they have. This is what we doing. Huddle, break. Now this nigga take a plea and say it is a game. Now these 7 niggas take a plea and say it is a game. Now they going back into the drawing board. Now the lawyer going to the drawing board like, well, now we talking to the jurors. First we telling the jurors YSL ain't a game. Now we going back to the jurors say, well, some people might say it's a game, but we ain't a part of that part of it. We a part of the record label part.
All right, so yeah, man. Y'all saw the clips, and it was a lot I took from this interview. A few things that I didn't play in the clips either because it was a 3-hour interview. And I'm glad when I woke up today, last night, I saw the interview at 100K. Now it's almost at 700K. So people are watching the interview. I saw it had 30,000 likes. And I'm going to be honest with you. Do I think that this fixed everything for the fans? No. I think it would be different if he came out and he would have embraced Gunna. But I think the fact that he was going so hard on Rats, and then a lot of fans who might not be street people, but they see you talking to police, it looks a little hypocritical. And I think that's the thing that a lot of people won't be able to get over. And I kind of think, when he was on those jail calls, he said, oh, Gunna's career is going to be over because he took the deal. But I think it was almost like he was predicting his own career. I think that's what's going to be Young Thug's career now. I don't think he'll be able to really make a real comeback in rap. I don't. And it's just funny, he was predicting that for Gunna, and now all of this stuff comes out, and I think that's how the majority of fans are going to look at this. Now, I'm sure maybe some street people look at it, and they have a different opinion. He didn't tell on nobody, right? He didn't get nobody locked up. He was just talking to the police. But to a lot of other people, it looked like he a rat. To them. After he said all of this stuff about Woody and Gunna. And so you hear him talking about a few narratives that were being pushed. Oh, Gunna took the deal so he could look out for Thug while Thug was locked up. And Thug feels like when Gunna got out, he didn't do nothing for him. He didn't do nothing for his mama. Never gave his mama no money. He said all of these other people gave his mama money. He even said Pluto gave his mama money. And I'm thinking to myself, Future gave your mama all of this money, but you was still talking crazy about Future? But like I said, apparently he also said in the interview, go watch my last video, that he didn't say anything on those jail calls that he didn't say to those people's faces. He said they already know. He was also sounding like he raised everybody. I raised these dudes. Now, I thought Future was older than him. But Thug is saying, I raised this one. I raised that one. He was even taking little slight cheap shots at Gunna, saying that he did stuff for Gunna's mama, and Gunna would pretend like he did the stuff, but it was really Young Thug. So imagine you give your mama a gift, but then somebody else paid for it. So that's what he said Gunna would do all the time. I bought Gunna's mama a car or jewelry, and Gunna would lie and say it was him, but it was really me. I thought that was a little below the belt, but you could just tell he was emotional, bro. He even said, and this was petty too, he said, the millions I gave Gunna, as if Gunna, didn't make this money on his own. He needed me to give it to him. I gave it to him. And I was kind of trying to figure out what that meant. Like, did he actually give Gunna money in the beginning before Gunna made money? Or was he just saying, no, you got your whole career because of me? And I want to know what y'all think about that too. Do you think Young Thug was super influential in Gunna's career? If it wasn't for Young Thug, it wouldn't be no Gunna. I do remember them being together a lot, making music and probably being locked in the studio. We saw them together all the time. They was like a unstoppable pair of shit. They look like a couple to me. I'm gonna be real with you. It was a time. It was like Young Thug and his chubby girlfriend. I'm just being real. But that's how close they was. But still, to just be like, almost to downplay his talent and act like, Gunna didn't earn that stuff with his hard work, with his artistry, with his creativeness. I picked that up. But when he's getting loud and yelling, and when you hear somebody actually telling you, I'm messed up, I'm hurt, I'm effed up, that sounds like somebody that needs therapy. I saw a lot of people saying that. I saw academics saying that. I saw a lot of people saying, bro, he need to go talk to a doctor. He did look like somebody who was stressed out. Like I told y'all in the last video, I can understand him feeling like his life was over. So that's why he was talking on those jail calls. But at the same time, I think he really expected too much out of everybody. And you could tell in that interview, he was wearing his emotions on his sleeve. And also, what do y'all think about him expecting Gunna to take care of his mama, expecting Gunna to do this? Especially when you said everybody else was giving your mama hundreds of thousands of dollars. But I guess it wasn't about the money for Thug. It was just about the sentiment. Like, go give my mama something. And he even said Gunna's mama is like my mama. But at the same time, you know, you trashing her son. Now, he did show certain type of morals throughout the interview. I think when he was talking about Lucci, he said, you know, me and Lucci won't go to a certain level because I see he's a father and he's a family man. So when I see people that help their family, I just try to leave it at that. Don't bother me and I won't bother you. But I just think all in all, the people have made their opinion on this situation. And it's going to be hard for him to come back. He also said, you know, all of the stuff is hurting his girlfriend. So he is still with Mariah the Scientist. And that's another thing. It looks like he needs Mariah's support. And so I hope Young Thug is doing everything he can to make sure, you know, he treating his girl right, because he looked like he really going through it. And I feel like if your girl leave you, you going to be a little more fucked up. Not even just in the public eye, but personally too. You look like you need that emotional support from your girlfriend. So don't F that up, because I feel like she might be one step out the door already. I know she taking heat just for staying with him. She taking heat because now she in the recordings, laughing and chatting with him. And it make her look crazy throughout the industry. I already heard that yesterday. That certain people looking at her like, we got to put both of them in the same category. So I hear some people saying she might as well not leave him because the damage has already been done. It's not like she can leave now and then save herself some more embarrassment. She already been embarrassed. Not to mention, he talking about, you know, he had another girl before he got locked up, so he was cheating on her. He apologized for that online. You got Woody talking about he felt like Thug wasn't taking responsibility and the only reason that they caught that case was because of Thug. I want to know what y'all think about that too. Do you feel like that case only happened, the Rico case only happened because of Thug? I don't remember that much about the Rico. I remember something about a rental car and something like that, but the streets will have to let me know. So, you know, tell me what y'all thought about the interview. Do you think this will help? Do you think Thug will be able to get past this? I will say this. Good music always helps. Good music always helps. So I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Like the video and subscribe.